What is up, people? UBGC or Unholy Blade here, and today I am here to talk about what I personally would believe and recommend for most classes, not characters, but classes set up. And today I'm going to mainly cover the flank because I do like playing flank, but I'll also cover healer a bit because I also main healer. And I'm also going to cover, frontline and the tank and or protector guard, wherever they call it in this game. I don't play that thing. I think they call it frontline. I know, you'll see in the footage. And so I want to first get off with this image you are seeing on screen. This was completely made by It's Diamond YT, or as you know on YouTube, It's Diamond. He does a bunch of drawing stuff, basic stuff. He's pretty cool. You guys should check him out. I'd much appreciate that. He's a pretty cool artist guy, and he does a lot of cool art stuff for me. It's pretty cool. But anyways, on to the video. So the character I'm playing in the film is otherwise known as Skye. Skye is a character that does a lot of damage in a short amount of time because of her abilities that grant her that. What I'm going to be using in kit is going to help me sneak behind the enemies, kill the enemies, and dive out of there as fast as possible to work my way from the back of their team up. That's my goal, but I got sidetracked near the end and fucked it up, but we still won the game. Spoiler alert. But yeah. Anyways, with a further review, we're going to go over the skills here. It ranges from 15 units, 30 units, and 45 units away from your character. The next ability that I personally think is alright, which is pretty good at reversing characters such as Pip mainly, or people who give you crowd control, such as, say, that one girl who does that little thing in the ground that's a guardian. Well, mainly this is basically to keep you from slowing down, or, yeah, mainly slows. Slows keep you in certain areas, anything that slows your character down. Resilience is the best for that, to stop you from that. As well as if you turn into a chicken for Pip, this take clears that completely off. 14% by 21%, it reduces your health. This is not a good thing for flankers or frontliners. Why would I say that? Because it mainly depends on the enemy's setup, because this is, like it says on screen, area of effect attacks, such as an Eve Bolt or a grenade from the soldier person. And yeah, mainly those. However, Haven, that ability, it reduces direct attack damage, like you're getting shot from a bullet from the soldier guy, or if you're getting shot directly from, say, not poison darts, that's a bad example, that's an overtime. The darts that don't do poison from Skye, that would be the direct damage. Also a tank ability. What Nimble does is increases your base movement speed, which is really good for flankers, from 7% to 14%, and then for the 21% at the very bottom for tier 3, which is great. Now the next one, Master Rider, which I personally think is a meme, because Master Rider increases your mount. You only get mount when you leave spawn, from 15% to 30% to 45%. The only reason you should have this at all, personally to me, is if you're dying a lot. Next one, I use this on damage dealers or at least whenever I'm playing damage grok with, well, most people know damage grok. I'm not going to go over that too much. You'll have to find a video for that. But what he does is his damage allows him to do his little. So with damage grok, what it allows you to do is you get a damage orb that bounces off of other targets, and it keeps ricocheting up to a total of, I believe, 8 times. And if you build around that, your ult's always going to be ready. Kronos is really good when you're playing characters that have cooldowns that say longer than 8 seconds, due to the fact that 30% of 8 seconds, I'm not going to do the math, but if I do roughly in my head, that's 7 seconds if it was 10. Therefore, it would be roughly 7.2, maybe 6.8% if it was 8. So that's pretty good when it comes to that. This is one of the best perks, personally, to me. I think if you're playing a tank, because tanks usually have beefy cooldowns. I'm talking like 20, 14 second cooldowns. Kronos is a stupid good ability for that. Next perk, Rejuvenation, which is, to me, to be honest, a must-have perk for tanks. You should always be running this perk. Alright? No matter what, this is the best perk. Because for a reason why this is the best perk for tanks is you get 5, 10 to 15% more healing. That doesn't mean 5 plus 10 is 15, no. It's 5%, and then next is 10%, and then 15% more healing from teammates. So if you have, let's say, a Yang who isn't able to heal you as much compared to a Saris, but you have a Yang on your team, she would be healing you 10% more. So every 100 health, you're getting 10 HP more because of that rejuvenate, which is really good if you're going to 10%. If you're going 5%, you're getting 5 HP more, which could save you from that, which most players like me have had before, the 5 HP left before you got shot and killed, to where that little extra would have gone a long way per heal. Which Yang, when she heals, or at least her little buddies do, it does 5, so that would be an extra 25 health per little heal pop. Next perk that I find useless is Veteran. Heal 5% of your max HP when out of combat. Finally, one of the best perks in the game, Kill to Heal, which is yet to get nerfed, it seems. Getting kills or eliminations heal you 300, then 600, or 900 HP per kill, which is one of the best. If not, you need this perk to survive as a flanker, and as a frontline, it is helpful to have this perk still, because whenever you're self-healing, it's great. Self-healing gives you self-sustainability, which allows you to stay in the fight longer, which is dealing more damage to help your team. Therefore, you are sticking more in the fight, helping your team by dealing damage, building ult charge, and stomping over the enemy team. Now, what I'd call the most useless perk in the game is Life Rip. Why? Because all your regular weapon shots do 10% lifesteal, 20% lifesteal, 30% lifesteal. This is pretty good if your weapons do a lot of damage. Really, because with cauterization, we're going to get to that. So you're going to realize how bad Life Rip is. This is one of the best perks in the game in my eyes, due to the fact for how strong it really is. Bulldozer, you could basically destroy any turrets, like that little Torbjorn tank guy's turrets that's on Paladins. You'd be able to use his turrets and destroy them with this simply. Amani's dragon, you can shred that with this perk. Little pets like that stupid annoying fox that little furry girl has, you could destroy that thing easily. You can shred that thing so bad PETA's gonna file a fucking lawsuit for how fast you can shred it. Finally, to the god tier counter to Life Rip. So when you have cauterized tier 1 and you're playing a dude like Talon or whatever, and your Life Rip is healing you 9 per hit, you just got nerfed down to roughly 6 to 5 per hit, due to the fact that the first upgrade life steals or reduces your life steal 10%. Like basically, you get 10% of your damage healed. Which, say for like a low character like Talon, let's just throw up a number because I don't play him. Let's say 3 HP. You're losing 25% of that, which I believe it cuts the bigger number. So you're only getting 2 HP a heal. So if you got full to where you're doing 9 and then they have full, you're getting like only 3 heals a bullet, which a game where you're doing 700 damage a shot isn't giving you any self-sustain. Now if you're landing headshots and you get the kill, you're already healing more with Kill to Heal, because 75% of 900 gives you a lot more health than 30% if you're shooting the person. And not even that, if it's not a solo kill, it's not worth the Life Rip even comparison to Kill to Heal for how much better Kill to Heal is than Life Rip when you're facing someone with cauterization hurting you. And the effect lasts for 1.5 seconds, which that means, sorry snipers, this is a great perk and all, but you shouldn't be running this. Personally to me, you'd be running something more along the lines of Deft Hand and Wrecker. Now that sounds really stupid, but stick it with me. Now, Maudumba's, I believe that's his name, Snake Guy. This is his best perk, because his snake, what his snake does upon reload, if it hits an enemy, it stuns the enemy. So this is the best perk for Maudumba, I believe his name is. And so it increases your reload speed, which is great for the most part, but you hope you kill your enemy with the magazine, unless if you're playing Maudumba to where your stun can save your life. Because you throw your gourd on the ground, you stun your enemy, you're healing while they can't do anything, and when they die from it, because if you don't kill them by then, that might be you thing, unless if they're a tank, but you'll kill them without a doubt, and then you'll self-heal from Kill to Heal, as well as your little gourd on the ground. So that's a win-win situation. Like I said, this is the best for reloading perks. This doesn't work on Grok or Amani, I believe. Or no, it does work on Grok, which increases your recharge speed, which is pointless because you want to have the perk, or at least not in the item shop, but the card that allows you to gain charge after for your shock balls to bounce off. Now, what I was saying with the snipers, which this is good, but it's also bad at the same time for snipers. If there's a stupid shield tank that keeps doing stupid stuff, like the dude on my team you're gonna see, which is stupid strong, but it's also super counterable due to this ability. Like, let me explain this. You have a sniper that does 1,000 damage, you get 60% more damage on the shield. Bam, 1,600 damage to that shield you just did. Or 160% on 1,000, I don't know what I was thinking. Or you just do 1,000, which most snipers do like 1,400. Get 20% of that, bam, you're already doing almost 2k damage to that shield. Doing 60%, you are doing 2k, most likely, because if you have 1,400, a regular 1,000, 60% would be 600, so you're doing over 2k damage to the shield per shot. The average shield, I believe, has like 6,000 health, so it's like 3 max charge or like 4 max charge Strix, or it's some Kinessa shots, and bam, it's just like that. So with the perks out of the way, finally I could get to the interesting part. So here I'm just showing the beginning of the lobby, or at least not beginning, but now you'll see I have the perks Nimble, Chronos, Kill to Heal, and Cauterize. Reason being is Kill to Heal and Nimble helps me move around, and I have cards to help me move the second I go into smoke screen. And here's me just typing in chat, just encourage my team, so they make sure we got this. But mainly, the biggest winning factor of this game, which is actually the most stupid powerful part about Skye, is her bomb, which is why I like her the most. Her bomb hits through shields. You can actually block it with a Shin, I think his name is, do with the sword. You can actually block it with his deflect ability. But yeah, it's pretty stupid good. And yeah. So you'll see here that I'm slowly moving up. I'm getting to their backlines. I'm looking for the Strix, but I couldn't find him in time. And there he is. I was about to attack the stairs, but I chose not to because I need to get the Strix out of the way, because Strix is their main damage dealer as well as their Moji that they have on their team, which should take both of them out simultaneously, leaving their DPS nowhere but their Saris, and then their little Fox Lady, which was just taken out, as well as Sakoa. And then Saris retreats to group up with her team like a smart person, which honestly was a good move on her instead of feeding. So what you see here with me just shooting randomly right there, I was waiting to see if the Strix would poke his head out and I would accidentally damage him, so I could break his stealth. But I remember that doesn't work after getting that sniper shot. So I damaged them. I'm building alt charge. I'm at 93% and I'm using the Moji to help basically body block, and I build my ult up, but I die, which is bad. So you see that we're right there, and we're just about to win the fight. And then I'm literally gonna come back from spawn. You see here I'm up on the horse. This is where the horse perk would have been useful, but I died somewhat. And then I just get off my horse and I throw the bomb for case if they want to attempt to contest it. And just like that, we get the victory. That was what a final round looks like as her. But yeah, you use her to flank around. You could go through people as long as you could tell that they, because you could check with tab or whatever it is, the character menu. And yeah, most times you'll get solo kills. Like right here, I got 5 or 6 solo kills. I forgot what it says. And yeah, we did a good game. So I hope this video was helpful for you guys in any way, shape, or form of reviewing the perks, or whatever you guys want to call them. I much appreciated. I'm gonna let this roll out, and this was UBGC, and I'll talk to you guys later.